Hi all, welcome back to another video. So in this one we will be discussing on how to fill IMM5709e student permit extension form. So let's get started. IMM5709e is gonna look like. So make sure you open it in Adobe if you wanna edit it because it's only working on Adobe. So the first one you have to fill is UCI number. So to get the UCI number, take your study permit on the top right corner. So there will be UCI, IUCI. So the 8 to 10 digit up here is the UCI number. The form. So type in your UCI number. This is just an example. And so I want service in English and I'm applying for study permit extension. So click on that one and the next thing is your personal details, your family name, given name, and if you have used any other name. If yes, click on yes and type in that one. Your sex, date of birth, place of birth, your country, your citizenship, and coming to the seventh one, your current country. So if you are in Canada, click on Canada and what is your current status, student, and the date come and till what date your study permit is valid on. Click on that, type in that one. And so for the past 5 years, have you lived in any other country or territory other than your citizenship country? If yes, click on yes and type it in that. And your current marriage marital status. So if you're single, click on single, or if you are married, whatever you belongs to, click on that. So uh, if you are married in common law partnership, so provide the details of your spouse or common law partner. So moving to the next. So what is your language? So are you able to communicate in English or French? If you are able to communicate in English or French, click on that. And so the next one is, have you taken a test from a designated testing agency to access your proficiency in English? Of course, like we all have written the IELTS exam, so click on yes. Your passport number, your current country which issued the passport number, issue date, expiry date. So if you click on this, mine was from India, so this will automatically go blank. So and your national identity document. So if you have national identity document, click on that. So if in case of India, you can either give the Aadhaar card or driving license or whatever you like. So whichever is your national identity document other than passport, you can give on that. The issue date, expiry date. So are you a lawful permanent resident of United States with valid alien registration? Means if you have a green card, click on yes and give the details. In my case, it's no. So the contact information, the apartment number, the street, town, postal code, province, and country. Click on that. Is that the same as the mailing address? If yes, click on yes. And your telephone number and your mail ID. If you have a fax number, you can fill on that as well. So the next one is coming into Canada. So in that you have to fill on the date and place of your original entry to Canada. So which is your date? What is it? In what date have you reached in Canada, and which is the place? So type in that one. What was the purpose? So study, work, whatever. So in my case, it's study. So it's study. I've written study. So date and place of most recent entry to Canada if it's not same as the original entry. So if you have revisited somewhere else and came back to Canada, you can type in that. In my case, it's same, so I'm not writing that. So if applicable, provide the document number of the most recent visitor's record, study permit or work permit or TRV. So I'll show you how to get the document number in case of study permit. Near study permit on the top right corner, so there will be something starts with F. So that's your study permit number. So type that. So details of the intended study in Canada. So what's your college name? So in your letter of acceptance, you'll get the college name and what is the level of your study, the field, and the college address. So take your LOA. So this is the address of the college and this is the designated learning institution. And so this will be your student number and this is the fee. So all these details are needed to fill the next step. So collect all the details from the LOA and fill it. So, what is the designated learning institution? Your student ID, as I have already mentioned. So, what is the duration? So, make sure you give your at least a month extra on your study permit, and your tuition fee. It's already on your LOA, and your room or board and the other fees. So the fund available. So there isn't any minimum fund, but it's better to keep somewhat around like 3,000, or like how much you can. So my expenses in Canada will be paid by myself. So if others, you have to write that. In addition to the study permit, are you applying for work permit? So this is an important question. So if it says internship co-op required, please make sure you apply for the work permit along with your study permit extension, or else you have to spend an extra money to get work permit. So please make sure, if you have a co-op, to click on yes. If it's no, it's no. So what kind of work permit are you applying for? Co-op work permit. And so this is in the case of Quebec. So I'm not belonging to that. And your education. So have you had any secondary education, including university, college? So in my case, I had. I think most of us will have. So yes, and the date, the level of education, school name, town, country, province. So that's it. And the next one is give the details of your past 10 years employment. So whichever is it, like you have three columns to fill. So from which date to which date you have worked, what is your current activity or occupation, company or employer's name, town, country, and province. So in my case, this one. If you have multiple entry, you can fill it on this one. And the next one is background information. So within the past 2 years, have your family has been tuberculosis of lungs, be in close contact with the person with tuberculosis? If yes, click on yes. In my case, it's no. Do you have any physical or mental disorder that requires social or health service other than medication during the stay of Canada? If yes, click on yes. My case, it's no. So moving to the next, have you been reminded beyond the validity of your status attending the school without authorization or working without authorization in Canada? No. Have you ever been refused a visa or permit, denied entry to order to leave Canada or any other country or territory? If you have any denial in any other country, click on yes. In my case, it's no. Have you previously applied to remain in Canada? So that's an important question. Click on yes. I have applied for study permit. So the next one is, have you ever been arrested for change or conflict for any crime offense in the country or territory? No. And did you serve on military? If you have, click on yes, or any other organization of police force. If yes, click on yes. So the second one is, are you or you are having any members associated with any political party or group of organizations? If you have, click on yes. In my case, it's no. You have you ever witnessed or participated in ill treatment of prisoners or civilians, looting, uh, religion? If yes, click on yes. In my case, it's all no. So in this one, do you give consent to contact by CIC or the organization of CIC request in future? Click on yes, and your signature and the date, and click on validate. Please remember to click on validate, so you get this barcode and you can verify if it's correct or not. I'll show you an example. Imagine if I'm not done this and I'm clicking on validate. So it will say uh, like following field must contain a value, and here you can see it shows validated no. Click on this one, validate, shows like this. Yeah, scroll up, you can see validated. So the purpose of validating is to check if anything is left or everything is perfect. So that's it. So you can upload this on your my GC account. So if you need any further more details, to comment below. Thank you.